all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey, my Crimsonites, how y'all doing? Can y'all hear me and see me well? Can y'all hear me and see me well? Thank you, Top Boxing, for kicking off the contributions. Says sinners are coming out of the woodwork. The cap is real. It's cap. I'm going to play the clip.
Girl on the first episode said Michael B. Jordan isn't good enough for her. Michael B. Jordan reaches out and says he wants to take you on a date. You're saying no?
He's not my type.
It's not even about her no more, because now I'm seeing so many comments from women that agree. And they feel as though I'm crazy to be shocked that Michael B. Jordan is not her type. So a man who is a hard worker, in shape, love his mama, ain't got no kids, can't get a date? You do less for Pookie. Pookie could call you from jail, run up your phone bill, buy your car to go pick up his other woman. And that man can't get a date with you? The man that won an Oscar can't get a date with you? But you putting money on Pookie's commissary, you picking up Pookie's kids while he in jail, you babysitting with the other baby mama. And the man that won an Oscar can't even get a date with you. You had a baby by a man who ain't got no job, sleeping on your couch, using your credit card. And you telling me the black superhero in Black Panther can't get a date with you? Check out the full episodes of Dating Download right now on OWN's YouTube channel. A girl.
Whether you like her or not, she ain't tell one lie. Whether you like her or not, she didn't tell one lie. Where was the lie? Where was the lie at? Where was the lie? The reason she's saying it is because she see the men, and y'all have told her this. Remind you, just like Kevin Samuels, she has years worth of evidence from y'all collectively detailing y'all's personal and dating life. What kind of men y'all have had children for? Y'all have laid up on that table on the edge of death for men that lie to you, play you, go to jail, men that don't like you, men that don't want you, men that let you tell it ain't never did nothing for you, ain't no good, ain't worth this, that, and the third. You don't want to be with him. You don't want to. She has years worth of data out of y'all's collective mouth, enough to understand that you sitting up saying that a man like Michael B. Jordan couldn't even get a date out of you when the dude around the way that don't look all that good can get a baby out of you? When old boy in the jail, y'all become COs in order to go to jail in order to meet a man. And Michael B. Jordan can't get a date. She's saying it's cap. And it is. Too many men have taken that too serious. Oh, well, if they don't like Michael B. Jordan, then what chance do other men get? All the chances? Y'all got all the chances, all of them, because it's cap. Because if Michael B. Jordan walked in, just that moment, she's saying all that, but she ain't never met him. She's saying all that, but she ain't never met him. She ain't never been in his presence. She don't know what she'll do that man come up to her. They have been wooed with less. They have been wooed with less. This is not about he a lame. Michael B. Jordan not a lame. That argument is also false. That argument is also false. Oh, he corny. He ain't did nothing that was corny. He ain't did nothing that was corny. She calling cap because he checks the boxes that y'all swear to God that if a man come along and have these things, then you will be on board with being with that man. But it's cap because she brought up an example. That man has been voted the sexiest man one of them years. It's cap. It's cap. He not, and that's cap too. I'm gonna tell you what's cap about that, INC. Check they baby daddies and the men they be with. All them men ain't no street men, no thugs. No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Check their resumes. They be dealing with all kind of men. Whatever man they could get their hands on, that's the one they deal with. You gotta check. You have to consider the sources of who be saying this kind of stuff. These caliber of women, for the majority, not all of them, but for the majority, a lot of the women that call into Kendra's show, that want to be part of Kendra's show, you got to consider the source. These women do not have good discernment. You cannot take what the majority of these women is talking about which man that they're gonna go with, and which man that they're gonna do this, that, and the third, and which man you can't. These are the same women that we get on here and we put them on blast for their bad decision making with the type of men, with the type of stuff that they do with their life. We put them on blast for this, and now all of a sudden something that they say is the gospel truth. Now they not cap. Now they know what they talking about. The women that show up to tonight's conversation, the women that show up on this internet in general, you got to consider the source. These are not the top tier women. And when I say top tier, I mean the lionesses who got their head on straight. They're not those women. Those are not the women that's saying that. These are the women that cannot find a man in the daytime with a flashlight. These are these women talking about which man ain't they type and which man is they type and which one can get a date and which one. These are those women. These are those women. This is true, but you gotta again consider the source of the women that are saying it. And when I mean consider the source of the women that are saying it, every woman want a masculine man. But when you are talking about hyenas, they don't know what's masculine. They don't have good detectors. They do be thinking that the guy that appeared to be tough is the most masculine dude. They do be thinking that. So the concept that women want and are attracted to masculine men is correct. I don't know a woman that's truly attracted to a man that don't have no masculinity, just like men are not necessarily attracted to women that don't have no femininity. It's the same thing. But you gotta parse out, what do they mean by masculine? Are we talking about hyenas that think the dude on the block is masculine because he's on the block? Because when I look at a man like Michael B. Jordan, I see masculinity. He appears to be from all outside, I don't know him. But he appeared to be a guy about his business. He about his work. He's about whatever he say he about, that's what he doing. And it is what it is. And you either down with that or you're not down with it, whatever the case, he's moving forward. In my eyes and in many women's eyes, that is masculine. I want to deal with that's the first thing that I want to deal with is the fact that these women are capped. These are the women who are getting on here trying to tell men the kind of man that does it for them. I need y'all to think about this critically. The women who are constantly on the internet talking about what kind of man does it for them and what kind don't are the same women that don't have a man, that have likely not ever really been in a real relationship, have zero real experience with a man, would not follow a man even if he came along with the qualities that she says she would do, because she's just not a follower. So she's not going to do it anyway. And these are those women. These are those women. Because the women that can get a man, the women that have men, and the women that follow men are not online talking about what man what theoretical man they would or would not accept, because they already have a man that they accept and that accept them. You already got that. And if she don't currently have that man, she realizes that she can get a reputable man. So that's what I talk about when I say you got to consider the source. A lot of these women already got 3-4 baby daddies. Are these the ones that we listening to about what man is the correct kind of man? They don't know how to pick him. They don't know how to pick no man. Because if they understood how to pick men properly, they'd have one. If they knew how to pick anybody, they have a man. She's reeling. See, I need people to look at the outcomes of these things. Chicks get on the internet and they be trying to save face and protect their ego just like anybody else. Be trying to make themselves look a certain way and appear to be a certain way, not only to men but to the other women as well. It's a lot of women in the sisterhood, so you have to understand that. Lori Harvey has been taking a bunch of L's. She tried to circle back the night that he won the Oscar and he swerved her. She tried to circle back to him, not the other way around. Who has Lori Harvey had since then? Who has she had? What has she done of note? Nothing. You got to start considering the source of these things. These chicks ain't nobody. These chicks are not nobody. They don't know what's going on. They don't have good discernment. They don't know a good man from a bad man. They don't even know their role as a woman. How they gonna pick a man properly? In order to choose properly with a man and understand who the man is, you got to understand who you are. You got to know who you are. And these chicks don't got no type of discernment or anything. They don't even qualify for the conversation if we really want to be honest. A lot of these chicks in their 30-something, 40-something ain't never had no man, don't nobody want them, but they don't even qualify for the conversation to begin with. And I'm gonna say this as well. I'm gonna circle back to Kendra herself. Kendra, every once in a while, blast them because she knows the truth. They come and they spill the beans. So she knows who these women are. She has had to reconcile, even with herself, how much of this actually applies to her. Okay? And Kendra wrestles with that. But the reason why Kendra seems to go back and forth is, one, she wrestles with a lot of that applying to her herself. Two, Kendra has millions of dollars of a bag wrapped up in just letting these chicks say what they saying and get on this app and try to look for a man with them whacked out standards. She got millions of dollars wrapped up into that. I would not blow my bag either. I wouldn't blow my bag for them. Because if she was to blast them every day, all that would do is make them not come to her show. But it would not stop them from being delusional. They want to be delusional. They just gonna go somewhere else that gives them the permission to do so. These chicks that run around this internet don't have no interest in the truth. They don't have no interest in reality. They only have an interest in feeling the way they want to feel. That's the same way Derrick Jackson can still be on Instagram somewhere giving somebody some advice about a marriage, and he a whole narc that got blasted a couple of times for how he was doing in his previous marriage. He's a known grifter and a liar. But he continues to tell women the foolishness and make them feel good about foolishness. So he make a bag off of them. Ain't nobody gonna stop making a bag off of y'all. I wouldn't stop my $1 million bag either. Kevin Samuels made $1 million bag. The only reason that Kevin could do what Kendra could not, and what I can't, and other women can't, is because Kevin is a man. Kevin was a man. I'm a woman. They're not trying to hear it. They're not trying to hear it from Kendra. And the reason for that is nobody looks for a woman's validation. The hyenas do not want to. They don't feel validated by other women unless it's other hyenas. They don't feel, there's no sense of validation or anything. They're not going to get anything out of coming to my channel and me like saying stuff to them, saying what I say. They're not going to get anything coming to Kendra G and she say that to them all the time. She say it enough to them. They know how she thinks. They know what she thinks. This is why her line of questioning is the way it is. But she just let them talk. For the most part, she just let them talk. Right? Because she's not really trying to give them no advice. She's not really trying to. Kevin could critique them. The hyenas was calling Kevin because they wanted to be the one to get validation from a high-profile man who appeared to have something, you know, a lot of critique and all that kind of stuff for women and dislike women and all that kind of stuff. So they was constantly calling, trying to be the special snowflake whose situation and circumstance is going to make him approach them differently. I'm telling you how a lot of chicks be thinking, especially when they're immature. So this is why they consistently call Kevin. And this is why I say Kevin could do what the women can't, because he was a man. That's it. That's all. They was trying to see in their real life, how close could they come to a man that appeared to have money and this, that, and the third, or thought a certain way, or high value as Kevin. That was his presentation. So they was trying to see, could they come close to that in their real life? How would a man like that judge them or look at them or speak to them? Do y'all understand what I'm talking about? Do that make sense to y'all? Put a 1 in the chat if that made sense to y'all. Put a 2 if you don't quite get that. Okay. So that's why I'm going to show y'all something else as well. But before I do that, I want to go. Exactly. They was trying to gauge themselves. Right. They not gonna, and they know that. It's a sour grapes. Oh, well, he not my type. He definitely they type. He they type. They just can't hang, and they know that. But after these messages, we'll be right back. So I need everybody to go to ashkicking.com. The link is pinned to the chat. You want to keep your skin looking and feeling and smelling wonderful and being its best. You need the body butter on the screen right now in front of you. As the summer kicks it on into high gear, you know, in July and August, it give us the last dose. All right. And so we definitely need to be moisturized and have that melanin popping. So if that's what you want to do, you need this Ash Kicking body butter. If this is going to be your first order, please take advantage of the 10% discount using the promo code Crimson at checkout. Once again, the link is pinned to the chat.
Right here is official. Never really saw anything like this before. How do you know when you're doing the proper push out? You gotta go all the way down, chest touching the floor, coming back up full extension. But now that you told me how to do it, now how you know when you're doing it? You don't know, and you won't know unless you have what it is. Nah, that was fire. That was fire. Make sure it keeps you accountable. Accountability is everything. So
incredible. You can't cheat.
Great.
Go all the way down and all the way up, and that's one solid rep. Good money.
Awesome. That's it. It's no arguing, no debating, no questioning. All the way down, all the way up. You got to start and finish the same way. She got my shit.
Fucking crib right now.
The link is pinned to the chat, theproperpush.com/VIP. In order to unlock your VIP exclusive offer and lock in your spot for only $1, click the link that is pinned to the chat, put in your email and verify it. Once you do, you'll be sent an email to reserve your VIP spot, which will get you discounts and benefits once we start the Kickstarter. For those who came in on the ground floor and supported, showed early support for the proper push, then we give the deepest discounts that we can to those first 100 people. And whether you lock in your VIP exclusive offer or not, the show of support by clicking the link and putting in your email lets us know that you are also excited to see the proper push come to fruition. All right. So hit the link, put in your email and verify it. Once you get that reservation invite for your VIP exclusive offer, please click that, send in the $1, and you will be getting updates as we get closer to our goals. I want to show y'all something. Oh, before I do that, thank you, Essential. Stop these liars and expose the nonsense. Thank you, good sister. No problem. Thank you, Too Tall, for your super sticker. I appreciate you, even for your earlier contributions when you are supporting the videos. I'm often not watching those videos at that time, but I do see and appreciate your contributions at that point as well too, Tall. So thank you so much. Thank you, Deep Thoughts. That these hyenas have always fumbled good me, and now they're able to come online for the world to see how shiftless they really are due to arrogance and not admitting that they can't measure up. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. This is how women fumble. And they disguise it as standards and they're not going to settle. You got to hear past the babble. You got to hear past the hyena babble. You really do. Because for some reason, what hyenas and hoes say about how to be a woman and what kind of man is this, that, and the third is the gospel. When lionesses talk about what they need, what they look for, what kind of men are good for them, somehow that don't apply to nobody. It doesn't apply. Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to know about it. It's poo-poo to the side. And it's like we actually the ones you're supposed to be listening to because we're actually able to get men and we do right by the men that we get.
With me, I establish what I want from the beginning. We're talking or whatever the case may be, we decide to get serious. I let him know you may not live with me and I may not live with you, but you have to be responsible for some type of bill in my household. It doesn't have to be the mortgage. It doesn't have to be my car note. You don't have to know what bill you're paying, but I need to see how you're going to show up if we're going to take this thing seriously, because eventually I'm going to be dependent on you, not 100%, but I'm going to lean on you as my man.
But you know why you can do that though? You have a house. Like most,
I get y'all men feel like y'all don't want to do for a woman what she's not doing for herself. I get that. That's so.
I mean, if a guy's to step to you, they have to already come prepared, knowing that all right, she already has this house without me. She built this life without me. So essentially, he has to just come into your life and be a man.
Right. So with me, I establish what I want from the beginning. We're talking or whatever the case may be, we decide to get serious. I let him know you may not live with me and I may not live with you, but you have to be responsible for some type of bill in my household. It doesn't have to be the mortgage. It doesn't have to be my car note. You don't have to know what bill you're paying, but I need to see how you're going to show up if we're going to take this thing seriously.
Let me retranslate that. Let me translate that for y'all. When I'm looking for a woman and we taking this thing serious, you may not live in my house and I may not live in your house, but you're going to have to be responsible for some of these chores in this house. Now, it could be the laundry or it can be vacuuming. You may not even know what kind of domestic task I want you to do each week, but you're going to have to be responsible for some kind of domestic task in this house because I need to see how you coming as a wife. I need to see what you are able to do. Can you follow instructions? Are you domesticated? Do you know how to wash dishes, cook, or clean, or fold laundry, or vacuum, or iron? I need you to do these things because if we're going to be taking this thing serious, then I need to know what kind of wife I am going to have. Sound about right? Sound about right? She would die if a man said that to her, like she called herself saying it. I guarantee you she ain't said that to no man. All of this stuff that these chicks be on here talking about be theoretical foolishness that they have thought of, that she has not been in no situation where she has talked to no type of man and said that to no man. She ain't said that to nobody. She has not said that to anybody. Do you understand me? She has not said that to nobody but that camera. She ain't said that to no man. She has not had no opportunity to say that to no man. You gotta learn when they capping, when it's cap. It's just cap. It's just cap. Who she say that to? Nobody. I guarantee you she ain't said that to nobody. And if she did, that's why she on the podcast talking right now without the man. If she did manage to say that to a man, that's why she on a podcast right now without that man. Because they get on here and talk big junk. They don't be about that. They do not be about that. She's saying that to get accolades that she thinks she gonna get from the other hyenas and stuff like that, because she think that make her look like she know what she doing and she a boss and she, know what she want, and ain't no man gonna tell her this, that, and the third, and he going to step up this kind of way and that kind of way whenever she say so. And she ain't running nothing but her mouth. She ain't doing nothing but yapping. She not doing anything but yapping. That's why I wanted to translate it, because it's just that silly. She would die if a man told her that in the reverse. You may not, when we get serious, you're going to have to be responsible, whether you live here or not. You're going to have to be responsible for cleaning my house. Whether you live here or not, you're going to have to be responsible for washing my drawers. Whether you live here or not, you're going to have to be responsible for cooking me a meal at least 2 to 3 times out of a week. Because I got to see if you're going to be willing to do that. Somehow that would be ridiculous. But she don't think what she said was just as silly. Why would a man pay a bill in a house he don't live in for a woman that's not his wife? Why? Why would he do that? They be trying to figure out who is the simp and who gonna do this and who gonna do that and who gonna just get him money without no responsibility or accountability. You don't even have to know what bill you paying. Like who you talking to? Who you talking to? Who is she talking to? Nobody. The imaginary man. An imaginary man is who she's talking to. She doesn't know anything. They don't know anything. These women are getting on here yapping. Just saying whatever they think makes them say, and I don't even really know what they think that what kind of look they think they're going for is not landing the way that they think it's landing. They be stunting for the sisterhood. And this is how they get on here and lie and fumble men. They fumble men. And then at some point, they look back and realize they fumbled men. But the problem is, these are the same women that don't learn life lessons as life teaches them the lesson. That's how they got to the point where the outcomes didn't do what they wanted. They didn't learn anything. So now they're in a bad position, and they're in a position that they do not want to be in. These chicks think they better than Rihanna. Why Rihanna? Why did I say Rihanna? Because Rihanna is a billionaire. Rihanna has been desired for all her career because she's pretty. Rihanna is with A$AP Rocky, and she has had all her kids by him. And for all of that, they seem like they are happy and really content with one another. And she was not worried about what is in A$AP Rocky's pocket. She not worried about that at all. That woman got money. She could burn some and be okay. She not worried about that. I guarantee you she not worried. She's not worried at all about what A$AP Rocky pay and what he don't pay. She just wanted a man that's there for her, that love her. She love him, and he ain't there for no ulterior motive. He want to be her man, and he want to be the father of them kids, and she want him to do that. And they was familiar with each other. She said it. She was like, we was already familiar with each other. I already liked them. I liked them before. I liked them well before we actually really got together. So when the opportunity came for real, for us to get together, I'm with it. And I can't say I'm mad at her. I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at her at all. It seemed like they are doing what's best for them. And I'm actually rooting for them. I'm actually rooting for her and A$AP. They seem to be unbothered by anything that the internet got to say. She's not on the internet every 5 minutes talking about her man and her relationship. Every time I see her hit the internet, she be happy with him. She be smiling, she be cheesing, she be holding his hand. You know a woman happy when she got on that stage with Jay-Z with her little mom body. And Rihanna ain't never had no mama body, but she had her little mama body. And I ain't saying she looked bad, because I don't think she looked bad. And she had on her little pants, and she was just kind of singing, and it looked like she was having fun. It looked like she eating good and being loved on. And she wasn't worried about her man got to have $1 billion just like she do. And she ain't gonna settle. And he gotta do this. And he gotta do that. And he gotta be this. And he gotta be that. He's shorter than her and everything. All the stuff that these chicks talking about they ain't gonna go for, and then he can't be this and he can't be that. A$AP is all of that stuff. He may not be a billionaire, but he ain't broke or nothing like that. He all right. They seem to be just fine with one another. They seem to be laid up and having a good time and raising them kids. And that's better than a lot of them chicks. Better than a lot of them. They stay fumbling they men. Tia done fumble her man. She fumbles her sister. Tia fumble everybody. Tia got her own issues, baby. Don't nobody want to be around Tia. Tia is the problem. That's why I say these chicks think they better than Rihanna. You not. More than half of you never be as pretty as her on a bad day, especially Rihanna in her prime. You're not gonna have the money, the business savvy. You're not gonna have that. And Rihanna grabbed her a man that she wants. She obviously respect that man. I believe she like him. I believe she really not just love him. I believe she likes him. She like him. They seem like they be having fun, like vibing with each other. Like, I think she like him. And it's cool when you like your man. When you don't just love your man, you like him. And she got her somebody to be with before it was too late, and before she couldn't have no kids and stuff like that. She sure did. For all these other chicks, where they man at? Where they man been at? Still ain't got now. Keisha Cole can't keep no man. None of these chicks. Meg Stallion can't keep no man. Lotto with a married man. As a off to the side baby mama. Kendra is right when she said they are liars. They get on here and cap. And I'm gonna need for people to stop taking what these chicks say as some type of gospel truth. They don't know what they're doing. Because if they knew what was going on and they had their life together, they would be on the internet yapping. Thank you, Elder Ben said, what are these women smoking? Crack. Crack. They on crack. Thank you so much, good brother. Thank you again, Deep Thoughts. So they can't fumble us responsible guys anymore. The guys that complain must be prison pookie. Can't fathom decent dudes still getting used. Thank you, D Bakes, at Love for the Channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Appreciate it again. Essential said, peace and bless to the family. Salute you, good sisters, the truth 100, and all of y'all good works. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of y'all. I appreciate all of y'all for coming through. The books are back on sale, so you can simply go to the website and purchase the books. I got in a new order, so you definitely can go back to the website. So anybody who was trying to purchase books over the last couple of weeks or months and realized that they were on back order, they are no longer on back order. So you can go and purchase them. My apologies as well. All right, we're gonna get on up out of here. Of course, we are having ladies' table tonight, so go get you something to eat and drink, and then we'll meet you back when we start the next show. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host is the Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye bye, Crimsonites.